Many men struggle to find the right words that can genuinely ignite attraction. Often, they err on the side of caution with safe phrases like, "You're beautiful," or "You have lovely eyes," or they overcompensate by showering her with exaggerated praise that can come off as insincere. The crux of the issue is that generic compliments rarely evoke a sense of uniqueness in a woman. If she possesses beauty, she has likely heard those typical compliments countless times before. Consequently, such common praises tend to slide off her like water off a duck's back. For compliments to hold weight, they must elicit an emotional response, something unexpected, raw, and deeply personal. That's precisely where forbidden compliments come into play. These particular compliments transcend mere surface-level flattery. They resonate on a psychological level, compelling her to think about you long after the conversation has ended. They are not just about highlighting her physical attributes or making her feel good. They aim to create a desire for your presence. In this video, I'll break down 3 powerful forbidden compliments that, when executed correctly, will evoke a powerful rush of emotions within any woman. Let's dive into this. 1. There's something about you that I can't quite figure out. This compliment is far more than a simple statement. It's a form of psychological intrigue in the realm of attraction. It taps into one of the most potent desires in a woman's mind: the need to feel understood. Most men tend to throw out predictable compliments that are easy for her to process, such as, "You're gorgeous," or "You have a wonderful smile." While these may elicit a polite smile in response, they ultimately fail to leave a lasting impression. When you say to a woman, "There's something about you that I can't quite figure out," you are placing an element of mystery at the forefront of your interaction. This statement prompts her to ponder what it is about her that captivates you. The brilliance of this approach lies in the fact that you are not merely telling her what makes her special, you are encouraging her to discover it for herself. This compliment is effective for several reasons. 1. It makes her feel unique. Women desire to feel like they possess something rare that distinguishes them from the crowd. 2. It generates tension. You express interest, but in a manner that keeps her guessing. 3. It engages her emotions. She will begin to analyze what makes her different in your eyes, which indicates that she is already investing in the interaction. The method of delivery is crucial. If you casually throw it out there without any energy, it simply won't have the desired effect. Instead, you should pause, act as if you're genuinely contemplating your words, and let it slip out naturally. For instance, during a conversation, if she shares something intriguing, you could pause, look at her thoughtfully, and say, "You know, there's something about you that I can't quite figure out." If you're out together and she performs an unexpected action, lean in just a bit and say, "You're not like most people I encounter, but I can't quite determine why." Pay close attention to her reaction. She will likely become captivated, her body language will shift, and curiosity will ignite. Here's the key. Don't rush to explain your statement. Allow her to wonder and try to prove herself to you. The more questions you leave unanswered, the more she will seek that validation. Most compliments tend to conclude the conversation. If you say, "You have beautiful eyes," she may respond with a simple, "Thanks." And that will be the end of it. However, this compliment opens a new loop in her mind. She won't dismiss it casually. Instead, she will replay your words later, contemplating what makes her special in your eyes. When she starts thinking about you when you're not around, that's when attraction can morph into obsession. This is how you ensure that a woman feels acknowledged but not entirely understood. Use this compliment wisely, because once you drop this line, she will view you in a completely new light. 2. I feel like there's a side of you that most people never get to see. This is not merely a compliment. It serves as a key that can unlock her inner world. Many men attempt to impress women with superficial flattery. "You're so beautiful." "You're really funny." "I love your vibe." While these comments might earn a polite smile, they seldom evoke any profound feelings. However, this particular compliment bypasses her defenses and compels her to think, what does he see in me that others overlook? The moment she begins to wonder what you perceive in her, you transition from being just another guy to someone who understands her in a way that no one else does. Women often live under constant scrutiny based on their surface attributes, their looks, their demeanor, their social presence. Everything about them is on display. Yet deep down, every woman longs for one fundamental thing: to be understood beyond the image she presents to the world. This compliment resonates differently for various reasons. 1. It acknowledges her depth. You recognize that she is more than just her physical appearance. 2. It sets you apart. You are observing something in her that others tend to miss. 3. It encourages her to prove you right. By suggesting that she has a hidden side, you prompt her to reveal more of herself to you. This creates a significant shift in the dynamic of your interaction. Instead of you striving to impress her, she will begin to desire to impress you. The key to making this work is ensuring that your compliment feels authentic. If you toss it out randomly, it won't resonate. Instead, time it perfectly for when she shares something personal, opens up, or behaves unexpectedly. For example, if she discloses something about her past that she rarely discusses, take a moment to pause and say, "I feel like there's a side of you that most people never get to see." If you're hanging out and she allows her guard to drop, perhaps laughing in a way that feels unfiltered, you could smirk and say, "I don't think most people get to see this version of you." If she unexpectedly does something outside of her typical behavior, and you catch her in that moment, look at her and say, "This is interesting. I bet people don't realize this about you." The key here is the pause, the slight moment of hesitation before you speak. This moment conveys that you are genuinely noticing something unique about her. Why does this method work better than a standard compliment? A conventional compliment merely restates something she already knows. She's beautiful, she's funny, etc. However, this compliment prompts her to question what you see in her. And when she starts to analyze that, she becomes more emotionally invested in you. It plants a seed in her mind that encourages her to open up and reveal the parts of herself that she typically conceals from the world. This is what ultimately leads to her becoming obsessed. 3. I can't decide if you're trouble or if you're exactly what I need. This statement is not just a compliment. It serves as a psychological maneuver that flips the script. Most men compliment women in a manner that places them in control. "You're amazing. I love your energy. You're the most beautiful girl I've ever met." Such statements elevate her status, making her the one who determines whether or not she is interested. But when you say, "I can't decide if you're trouble or if you're exactly what I need," you create an atmosphere of uncertainty on her part. This compliment is effective because it generates two elements women find irresistible: intrigue and tension. 1. It makes her feel dangerous and exciting. Women enjoy feeling that they hold a certain power over a man, particularly when it's presented as a challenge. 2. It establishes a push-pull dynamic. By expressing uncertainty, you indicate your interest while maintaining a degree of emotional distance. You're not falling for her immediately. Instead, you're still determining where you stand, which compels her to want to win you over. 3. It ignites curiosity. Once you deliver this compliment, she'll begin to wonder what you mean and why you're uncertain. As soon as she starts thinking about you in that way, you're living rent-free in her mind. This type of compliment often leaves her contemplating you long after you've said it. It works best when there's already an element of flirtation and playful tension. It should feel like a natural response to something she's said or done, something that evokes her unpredictability. Here's how to utilize it. If she playfully teases you or challenges you, you can smirk, lean in slightly and say, "I can't tell if you're trouble or exactly what I need." If she engages in bold behavior, perhaps teasing the bartender or making a sarcastic remark, give her a slow look and comment, "I feel like you're going to be dangerous for me." If she surprises you with a thoughtful insight that you didn't expect, instead of merely nodding, tilt your head, give her a curious look and say, "I don't know whether to run from you or spend more time figuring you out." The tone you use is critical. Speak slowly, allowing a hint of mystery to infuse your voice. Ensure it sounds like you are genuinely intrigued. If you rush through it, it may come off as rehearsed. However, if you strike the right balance of curiosity and challenge, it will make her feel distinct from every other woman you've encountered. A standard compliment may make her feel good, but this one makes her feel both wanted and mysterious. It shifts the power dynamic, placing her in a position where she is no longer in control of the interaction. Now, she will find herself wondering, why does he think I'm trouble? Why can't he decide if I'm good for him? What does he mean by this? The moment she starts contemplating these questions, she begins to chase your approval instead of the other way around. This is how you can flip the script, making a woman feel curious, excited, and intrigued all at once. Most importantly, this is how you can make her desire you. The impact of forbidden compliments. Many men mistakenly rely on predictable compliments that women encounter daily. If you genuinely wish to make a woman obsess over you, you must find ways to compliment her that evoke a unique emotional response. These 3 forbidden compliments stand out because they fulfill a different purpose. They make her feel acknowledged, but not entirely understood. They foster an air of mystery and intrigue, encouraging her to invest more in the conversation as she attempts to decipher your meaning. Most importantly, these compliments extend beyond her physical appearance. They reach deeper, tapping into the part of her that longs to be recognized for more than just her beauty. This is why they prove to be effective. When employed correctly, you'll find that you will no longer need to chase women. They will gravitate toward you, intrigued and eager to learn more. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.